What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Turnbuckle Talk with myself, the Kraken Wrestling and Josh. Man, it has been a great start to wrestling, in my opinion. We'll dive into that in a little bit. How has your first start of the week been?
It was chaotic yesterday. My mom had surgery again, but it went well. Everything went good. They just removed a cyst, and it came back non-cancerous, so that was good. And it was done so fast. So it was at 7:30 the surgery, but we had to be there for pre-op at 5:30 a.m.
Jeez.
So, and it was in Colorado Springs, which we're not in, so it's like a 40-ish minute drive. I mean, it was a fair drive, not much traffic. But so we still I was up at like 3. We left a little after 4. Got there like a little after 5. And then, and we didn't get home till like a little afternoon, but it was good. It was just the first half of the day and everything went well, so it was good.
That's
But
great.
and I did get to see Raw. I wasn't live. I was just exhausted, obviously. I slept a little bit when I got home and then yeah, watched Raw. I had it on my TV. Well, since I wasn't live, I wasn't as focused as I would normally be, I'd say. I definitely was like watching you. I popped into your stream,
Oh,
popped into a few other people's that I like to watch because I never get to watch everyone. I'm always live at the same time as y'all are. So
that's true. Yeah.
I was, and of course it was about the Raw, but I'd be like, chatting or whatever, not as focused. So I'd miss a little bit here and there. But I mean, I do when I'm live anyway. So.
I know at one point you came in and was like, another interference, more shenanigans. And I was like,
It was
yeah.
the first match. Yeah, it was the first match of Raw. But I think that might have, if I can't remember fully, we'll go through here because we just had NXT tonight too. So but I feel like there wasn't as much, at least compared to SmackDown. So
I don't think there was as much. I told my
but
chat, I
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna have to keep up with a scorecard or something. Like, we talk about it, and it's
It was the
there.
Usos and the Vision. So I mean, but that one made sense. I kind of figured that would go down like that.
Yeah.
But
Just
yeah, so I mean, Raw was not bad yesterday. I thought it was solid. Especially the ending was pretty solid. I do feel like it feels like they're bringing the Bloodline back though.
they. So I'm glad we're starting with that because I got some theories. Bloodline.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm the only one that might have pointed it out because, of course, there was other people that felt I think the same way when Roman told Jimmy and Jay to leave. Jay still attacked, and after that, Roman followed suit. And then you
Yeah.
see him. He said, "Get you and your brother out of here." And you hear Jay on the outside. Get him, Oos. Get him. And he says,
Yeah, he
"Joe,
was
you
just
know what to
antagonizing the
do."
whole fucking time.
So, my
It's like his hype
opinion,
man.
yeah, he's either the hype man. He reminds me of the right hand man for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like he is now going to be the shot caller for what Roman's doing. Is how they're kind of building it. Like he's the one that's making the plays. Roman's like, all right, and just doing it.
Wouldn't
And
that be like the wise man in essentially? Because isn't that kind of what Paul essentially did?
yes, in a sense, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't look happy with any of it. Like after the show went off, they posted stuff. Jimmy looked
I feel like
like,
it's reminiscent to how the whole bloodline started. Like when Jimmy came back from his injury, he didn't like what was happening with Jay and Roman. At least, or no, am I thinking it was Jay that felt that way? He didn't like it at first. Because I remember Jimmy came back, and I think maybe he just immediately joined. I don't remember fully
no,
now.
it
That was
was
like
yeah,
2021.
Jimmy was the one that was like, hey, I don't like this. I don't like the way he's treating us, and but yeah. But I feel like Jay is
Oops.
more the one calling the shots right now, which is kind of odd. But
Yeah.
we have talked about it and we've seen it. Like Jay has had this mentality change over the last 6 months.
Yeah, he was seemingly going to turn heel there, and then just reunited with the Usos instead, and won
Yep.
the tag titles. So maybe this will be. I don't know though, because I was talking about this with my homie Alex yesterday too during Raw because I was messaging him as well during the show since I wasn't live. He's one of my mods, so we were just messaging back and forth about the show, and he was like, "But so who does Roman face if he?" Because he was like, "Does CM Punk lose now? Like who's winning?" So we're obviously we're coming up. We're what 3 weeks, a little under about 3 weeks away or
Yep.
something, and I was like, man. At first, I was pretty confident in Punk, but now I'm starting to lean to Roman. And he's like, "Well, if that's the case, who's challenging Roman? I mean, obviously, besides a rematch, like, what do you like?" I was like, "Man," I was like, "I honestly give him new blood." I don't want to like. I don't want. I'm not saying don't do like a lot of the matches he did before KO. I mean, he's out, but you know what I mean. When it comes to what the Raw roster is right now, I'm like, I just don't want to see the Seth and him again, and fucking the same shit over and over. So maybe do Damian. If this were Roman, give him like Damian. He never faced Damian. Never faced Bronson or Braun Breaker. I feel like that'd be cool to see them up. Obviously, though, I feel like Roman would beat all these people just because that long reign he had is kind of like who beats him now and how does he lose after that long reign if he were to have that title. That's another conversation for another day, obviously, but I don't know. So, like after the last night, I definitely am leaning more towards Roman.
Yeah. If we give it to Roman, in all honesty, the only person I could really see taking this title away from him, this is long future, probably 6 months down the road, because I figure that's how long they'll draw it out. But I feel like Oba would be the one.
That would be amazing. That would be perfect, especially since I think he should definitely beat Brock at Mania. So
thank you and everyone else. By God.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure there's like the Brock super fans that like Brock needs to win, but I think the majority that I've seen have definitely said Oba needs to win that match.
He does. And I think
he took him out again last night,
dude. And that's like I said it while I was live, and I firmly believe it. Last night, Brock should have delivered that F5 because I feel like at some point Brock's gonna have to show there is weakness in the armor of the ruler, or I feel like they're gonna do a damn squash match at WrestleMania, and I'm gonna be pissed the hell off.
Like if Brock gets squashed, you're gonna be pissed?
No. I feel like they're gonna try like if they did the Oba squat, like Brock squashed Oba. I'd be pissed off because they.
I get that. I think he'll definitely hit an F5 within the next few weeks before, like because he didn't even. Did he get him up for it last night?
He got him up and
he
struggled,
did, right?
And that was it.
Yeah, that's right. I think they'll do that again because obviously at MSG next Monday, big show. So I definitely can see they already announced Brock will be there. So I definitely think that they'll maybe next Monday could be when he hits it.
I mean, and I don't want to see him like suplex city and make him look like he's a lightweight.
That's his, I mean, we're gonna see that at Mania. That's his. He's the 5 moves of doom now. So.
Save that for Mania. But when that happens, have Oba kick out within like the first 30 seconds before the ref gets his hands down. And then
do the fucking AEW 1 count with that shit.
And just whoop his ass from there.
All right, you know what though? It would be more effective if he landed like 3 F5s and then he did the 1 kick out, honestly, or something. Like or like 3 F5s later or something. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you what, that
stadium, I think that's when the one would be way more effective to get the even bigger pop than just immediately starting with the F5 1 kick out.
Yeah. That stadium will pop loud. That might even get an earthquake in Vegas if Oba kicked out on 3 F5s.
That'd be amazing.
Oh,
like,
I'd be happy.
Like Brock hits like fucking 10 fucking suplexes at one point or however many he could get off.
Yeah.
Multiple. Doesn't matter. He has multiple suplexes, hits a few F5s. Of course, he'll take a break in between, catches his breath because that's a big boy. And, but yeah, so last night on Raw, though, I've seen a lot of people saying that they thought that should have how it went down at the Rumble instead of having how it went down, having Oba eliminate him like how he did. Like he clotheslined him over the top. That should have been how I was like,
but I think if it would have went the other way around, Brock would have challenged Oba for WrestleMania for making Brock look like.
That's true.
So this makes it look more.
So do you think that would have been less effective to do it that way for Oba? You think he's more over you don't think he would have been as over immediately?
I don't
think so. It that way.
I don't.
I do though. Eliminating Brock at Rumble.
I mean, yeah, he would have got a good pop for it, but like then Brock just being Brock and being a hothead, automatically challenging him. I wouldn't have been like, okay, yeah, he just wanting to get back.
Or you could do a story where Brock calls it a fluke.
Could.
Not worried about it until Oba keeps destroying him like he is now.
That would have worked too. I just think the way they built it.
See, you just got to get creative.
Yeah.
See, it could work. You just have to think it through sometimes.
Yes. But I think the way they built it now, especially with the surprise after he was in Seth's face, and I was like, fuck, we're really getting this shit again. And it went dark.
Yeah, because I definitely did. I see, and I did the same. I was like, we just had this. Like, I know it was like 10 years ago, but like, not even. It was like 8, but still, not too. It was not that long. It was pretty well.
In the wrestling
still,
like, don't feel that long.
I'm just to have no interest in seeing Brock and Seth again. So
I don't. And now Well, I mean, we're already on the subject, but like, we're getting like the new age of fucking Austin with Seth getting arrested out of the building last night.
Yeah, that was cool though. I actually enjoyed the way they did that with how he was like walking away, no problem. And then when Paul brought up, like he'll get divorced or whatever the fuck it was, and
Divorce,
talking
take your
about
kid,
Becky will get
yeah.
with every man in the locker room. And then the kid part, he'll adopt the kid or whatever he said. I don't know if he said adopt or whatever he said. But that is when that was perfect because Seth was like, walking through the crowd, like through the side or whatever it was. It might have been by
Yup.
the anyways, the way he ran back through was perfect.
Yeah, it was, and like, I don't know what's gonna come out of this. I don't know if we're gonna see Paul Heyman adopt another big man to take on Seth, or if we're gonna get some wild fucking Seth versus Heyman, which I don't know if Heyman could even do. But I had a lot of people in my chat talking like they feel like they're trying to build this like Austin versus McMahon. And I don't think it's the same,
Mm,
but
no, I would disagree with that. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think it was. But I mean, him getting arrested and acting crazy, I could see that part.
Well,
But
that because that happened. I mean, we've seen that with Becky and
yes,
was it that the triple threat, the Ronda, Becky, and Charlotte? Someone got arrested
yeah,
for that,
Ronda and
like
Becky did.
the Raw before.
Yep.
But I mean, so yeah, that's a wrestling trope that I feel is happening. I mean, I think it's happened in WCW too with other people. Probably Goldberg is the one I can think of probably the most. Um, but yeah, I mean, sure, Austin's the most famous one for it because he was the one who beating up your boss who didn't want to do that. I mean, I'm sure at some point everyone had a job where they hated their boss.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, it's just relatable, good relatable story that if you could do well gets over. So I don't know. I don't see that with Paul just because Paul wasn't like his boss. He was, his whatever the fuck he called himself, Oracle.
The
Not really like
Oracle.
being your boss, just manager is a fancy word for your fucking creative manager.
He was the Matrix Oracle.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really see the comparison in this story though.
I don't either. But of course, you see rumors and wild reports. The one I've seen, there's a possibility of Breaker trying to be ready for Mania.
I have seen that.
I don't know. That's just I don't see how he would be ready unless he's just
I
a
mean,
genetic
I always
freak
say I
at
don't know
healing.
shit. I just know like how long usually people with similar injuries stay out. I feel like I don't know anything when it comes to hernias when it comes to pro
No,
wrestling and how
I
long
don't.
people are out. I mean, we just saw an AEW Ospreay return from a double neck fusion surgery in 6 months, which
That's
is
true.
like you look at people like Edge and others who had similar type of neck injuries, and for him to do that is insane.
Yeah.
So,
So
I mean, never say never, I guess, with Braun. I really have no clue.
yeah. But I mean, if that's where they go with it, that's cool. Both be cleared the week before. I'm okay with
I'd be
that.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because I have no interest in Logan and Seth. I know they're both putting Logan in theory. I mean, they had the match last night and then it ended in the DQ that set up the tag match for next week. Which there was some interesting like news that they possibly delayed that because the Usos were gonna appear on something. So that MLB
Oh,
opening weekend, the Netflix opening weekend
yes.
or whatever.
MLB opening weekend is
So
this
apparently that's
Wednesday.
why they like because they initially last Monday had announced it as a tag title match.
Yep.
And then when, they started advertising it yesterday, it was not being advertised as that, just as a normal match.
Yeah.
So they apparently did that because the Usos were going to be there, and then they finally got announced for it. So exposure with the titles makes me think that Theory and Logan are going to win now because of that. If that's the case,
You
if
know
that's why
why?
they pushed the title match,
You know why they win? CM
because
Punk. It's a street fight.
I forgot it was a street fight. That's right. And then what happened at the end with them, all that
Punk.
shit, that definitely would make a lot of sense.
Punk cost the Usos the tag titles.
So then, what the fuck do the Usos do at Mania?
They help Roman. I'm telling
That's
you.
it? No match? I mean, that would make sense, but damn. Really? Going back to that?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked, but how can they do this? This is like NWO 2000 at this point.
Physical's not broken. You know what I'm saying? But it was pretty broken.
Good point. I'm not against it. I don't know. See, that's why I'm thinking that CM Punk's gonna lose at Mania now because of how the bloodline is seemingly, at least the like actual bloodline. And Sammy's obviously probably not even. I mean, he seemingly might be turning heel too. He's doing this shit with Alistair.
There's
Which is
so
like this almost echoed carrying shit, almost a little bit, tiny bit, not a lot, but
there's a lot of characteristics that are identical to
I just
it.
don't know if Sammy would be part of this. If this is the Bloodline again, if he'll be part of this.
He just randomly shows up. I got your back, Goose.
So
Where the
yeah,
fuck
fuck
have you
Phil.
been? Where? Yeah.
It just turns into a fuck CM Punk club, and everyone just comes out. Seth out of nowhere. What the fuck, Shield?
You know that it's crazy you said that because like there's some people that think like because of the hatred between
They'll team up
yeah,
against CM Punk. I mean, I've heard worse.
it's there's so many scenarios and like options you could do.
Do
And
you
that's
think Seth will ever team with Roman again? Random.
I would
do.
like to see
it won't
it.
be. I think within the next 5 years it'll happen.
Yeah, like probably when they're both ready
Both in their
to
late 30s.
retire, one last time. Why not? Kind of like what was another tag team that got back together? Can't think of one. Like the Brothers of Destruction, they had that one last match. Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't think they'd get like a title run or anything like that, but go out the way you came in.
I mean,
It's not the same though without Moxley. I ain't gonna name drop Dean Ambrose like Paul Heyman did. But
yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of, at the beginning of the show, Paul brought him up. Oh, and Brock had the FA F5 shirts now. Fuck around in F5, I guess is what it's supposed to stand for.
Yeah. Guys, give me a fuck around and F over a shirt by God.
I did have since I wasn't even live last night, so I didn't post reactions, but I still got a comment on I think my CRT video I was telling you about a bit ago. I asked if you saw that. And someone had commented Dean Ambrose return 2027 or something like that. And honestly, that's usually when people say that or like say he's returning, they usually say it's like happening now. That actually makes sense because I believe he signed a contract that ends next year. So that a comment, I was like, you know what? That's kind of fair right now. It's like that's I believe when it's supposed to expire because they had that whole press release when they initially re-signed him. Whenever that, I think it was like 2022, the end of 2022.
He could. I mean, I don't know if he.
I don't think so.
would.
He's legit the ace of AEW. Like
Yeah.
he's literally wrestling every Wednesday, bro.
Yeah.
This man wrestled the Wednesday after a Texas death last year.
Oh, I know. I know. Yeah, it was
multi-man, but still.
We never know.
Yeah. So who knows?
A lot of options out there.
So, fucking fuck! I forgot I was gonna bring up. It was about the show, and I already forgot. Don't smoke, kids. Oh, AJ Becky. That's what I was gonna bring up. AJ Becky. I am not that hyped for this.
I kind of agree with you. Unfortunately, I feel like
I know it's the third technical match. I mean, they only had two. This will be their second singles match. They had the mixed tag at WrestlePalooza. So I count that as their like the trilogy, because that's the first time they locked up. But I don't know. The promo last night didn't do it for me. Didn't really convince me.
No, it was a
It
good
wasn't a bad
promo
either.
Yeah,
yeah, it wasn't even a bad promo.
Like Becky talked about how her daughter is walking around, skipping around the house, and like
doing the AJ Lee skip and saying
then,
light it up. Yeah.
And then AJ Lee, she's on the announce table. I'm going to show you why I'm your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, and obviously your daughter's favorite wrestler. Like, it's a good build. It's just,
I mean, I'm gonna say. I mean, we only have a few weeks, so the build's been going on for a minute.
Yeah.
And she went at Chamber, so it's been going on. I don't know, man. Like, it's just not convincing me. The match itself, just the two names, that's a Mania match for sure.
Yes.
I feel like the fact that we had it at Chamber is what's killing my hype for it.
Maybe.
Even though I called this whole direction, like it was pretty obvious that they were gonna have AJ win at Chamber, then rematch at Mania.
I'm gonna be excited for it either way. They're gonna put on a hell of a match.
I'm like not as hyped as I feel like I should be for this one.
Maybe
that's just a me thing. I don't know.
And honestly, it's maybe, and I think it is the way, at least for me, is because we've seen it. We've seen it, like you said, Elimination Chamber, WrestlePalooza. We've seen interaction.
It has to have a gimmick, right? Something.
But yes, that's what I was thinking. Like I was like, give it a stipulation.
Last woman standing or something.
Yeah. Now, on the other side of this, the other women's match that we know is happening on Raw that we've seen an altercation about got me all types of fucking excited for was with Liv and Stephanie. Like,
Dude, when she slammed her in Gorilla on
oh
the
my
fucking, I think that was in
god,
Gorilla, but like on the ground, that shit was insane.
and
And Leia even like, oh, like you could tell like that was like a hurt. Like,
yeah,
oh, she had to really let her air out on that
and
one.
then I think Stephanie got through into the
The
chairs that
Tron
was
screen.
in
Oh, yeah,
Gorilla,
no, the Trons, yeah.
and
Or
like
I mean the chairs. I keep saying it
the
wrong.
way she hit and like flopped around, they were throwing each other. They were ragged on each other around. It was
Yeah, it was a
great.
fire segment. But I
Like,
just hate that she had to attack her during Dom's entrance. I was like, really? Because then she slapped Dom or whatever.
yeah, she did. She slapped her arm pretty good, but
And then, yeah, and then they started brawling. So that one was cool. Like I felt like because I was even telling my friend Alex last night when we were texting back and forth about the show. I was like, man, I'm not that hyped for both women's matches. Like well, I guess more Liv and Steph. They've had a better build, so I guess I'm more excited for that. And then especially because Liv's my current favorite for the women. Um, but like I don't know, I wasn't as hyped. This whole build, I haven't been as hyped. But yeah, there was a few moments last night that got me a bit more excited.
uh, the Jade and
That
Rhea
being one.
thing, it's just Jade's got the baddies back, but I feel like someone's gonna end up helping
That
Rhea.
was very good. Like, and you know what's funny? I don't mean to. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I feel like a lot of times I don't go back and like look at my reactions. I go through comments or anything. A lot of the time, I feel like a lot of creators like I haven't seen. Look at my analytics, blah blah blah. I feel like I don't do that enough. So I did not look back at any of my reaction from Friday, dude. My fucking that Jade Cargill reaction had like 250,000 views. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I found that out tonight when I was posting NXT reactions. I was like, oh my God. And I even brought it up on stream. I was like, did anyone notice how many views this had on
Yeah,
TikTok? Jesus Christ. Anyways, but yeah, that was a big moment. Like usually when I get that many views, it's something pretty big. And that was a good one.
yeah. I like that she's finally got the baddies back because that was her gimmick in AEW. I can't
Oh
remember
yeah. She's 100% doing her
exactly.
gimmick that she did in AEW right now.
I can't remember who the baddies were at AEW right off.
Kieran and Layla Gray.
Layla Gray was one of them. Yep. So
And Kiera Hogan was the other.
Michin and B-Fab, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, like
Yeah. So that was interesting for sure. Like that's going to be interesting to see what Rhea will have to do. Obviously, EO would be her choice, but EO, of course, we saw on Raw now. Talk to Kyrie again. So that seems like she might be doing something with the Kabukis for Romania. I feel like after that little backstage interaction.
I feel like, and I think we talked about this for the men's titles. And I think we even talked about it on Friday for the women's. It was going to be several multi competitive match. I think the women's tag
Oh
titles and
yeah, they have
men's.
such a stacked roster, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are deserving of it. It's just sometimes the storylines don't feel deserving of the show.
So I feel like EO is going to get left off this year.
I mean, if she needs to even the odds with Jade for Rhea, I could see that.
But who's going
I
to
know
be the?
she's Raw and she's fighting a SmackDown girl, but still, it's
I mean,
WrestleMania.
if Bianca's hand was healthy, I could see her being the help
I
too.
really feel like if it is, that's where she'll return at this point. Because she did have that surgery like a month or so ago again, and she was doing physical therapy immediately. It's crazy to feel that she just did whatever, I forgot what it was. It was like a Tower of Doom powerbomb or whatever the fuck it was, where she landed on her hand. But that's
Yeah,
crazy that it did that much damage, like
broke it in
especially
the
on almost
knuckle.
the
That's
whole
just
year.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, and her shit was like super big for the whole year. She couldn't even wear her fucking wedding ring she had put on the other hand.
That's wild.
Insane how serious that got.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like she could be doing something with Kabukis though after that little backstage with Kaidi again.
could be. I wouldn't be mad about it.
I don't know what, but I mean, if the rumors are true that we talked about this a few weeks ago about there possibly being like more matches on each night, because I think they would normally did like 6 and 7 matches each night, and there's possibility of like 8 both. I'd be fine with that as long as it's fucking a story worthy of it.
It has to be story worthy.
And we're about 3 weeks away, I believe. Or maybe even less. I don't remember. But about to be 2, I believe. The Saturday will be 2. Um, just a lot of it doesn't feel like it for me. That's
Well,
just me.
I mean, another reason that is because you got the The person who retired Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles just sitting at home eating fucking sandwiches.
Well, that I felt has to do with injuries. There was lots of rumors and reports that it was supposed to be him and Ray, but Ray fractured his ribs.
Yeah.
Ooh, sneezes.
Allergy season. Gotta love it.
It is, yeah. So that's the rumor, though. So if that's the case, it is. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Like a lot of people I've seen saying on the social media that they pin themselves in the corner with the story. That's why he can't. It's harder to put him in a match now because it's like, well, who the fuck can you do this with at Mania? Even though now he's like, I mean, you can think of it, but no one's gonna be ready to retire unless Ray really was. I don't know.
Yeah. It sucks because I feel like Gunther had so much momentum, and now it's just like you said, sideline.
Was that third? Yeah, third straight week he was on, and he's not even injured.
But enough injuries has postponed his momentum.
With 2 Raws remaining, they need to do something.
Start building the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, by God.
Oh no.
Voice keys.
Yeah, I don't know what they do with him unless they do him and Seth. I don't know. But I don't know how you make any of that make sense either.
There's no way. That's the thing. There's no one you can put him against to make it make sense right now.
Call up Greg the Hammer Valentine. He'll retire again.
Corey Graves, he can retire again.
Michael Cole.
Michael Cole's undefeated at WrestleMania. Okay.
There you go. There you go. Break the streak. The streak is over. Yeah, Joe Tessitore call that one. No, Pat McAfee could call that one.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I can't believe the streak just ended, bro. Terrible impression, but oh man, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with Gunther though. This is kind of shitty. Silence. Yeah, no, I was scrolling too. Grayson and Javon. It was a fine match. I actually thought we'd see Kofi get involved here, but nada.
Oh, Kofi. I think Kofi's gonna turn face.
Well, I mean, he's trying to recruit.
Yeah, but I still think you said this. I said this before, way before we started the podcast. Kofi needed to be by himself again.
I disagree because the New Day, honestly, and he said it before when they got together. The New Day, he said, "Suck." Is that what he said? That's rude, man. They try. No, but the New Day, and he said this when he joined them, like it revitalized his career. And I get it, he can revitalize his career doing something different again here, but I really just think he's better off in the New Day right now, especially this far in his career.
Just give him his Jamaican accent back.
No,
give him his original intro.
Weren't you American? Or didn't you not have an accent? I'm not sure. That'd be some Vince Russo-esque booking. Which apparently JCW is doing well because I always hear people talk about it, and he's a fucking booker there.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking insane.
I always hear about JCW, which is crazy. But yeah, so I don't know. Javon with the win over Grayson. It wasn't really anything too crazy, but Javon had a promo where he said he was gonna. It was later in the night, I believe, where he wants the IC title.
Yeah, yep. Fatal 4-way.
So he'll be part. So yeah, I would say he'll be part of the multi-man at Mania.
You ready for this? Here it is: Vikingo, Penta, Dirty Dom, and Javon.
And Finn.
That gets AAA involved.
But you gotta put. Oh, you can't hear me.
Huh?
You gotta put Finn in. You gotta put Finn in there though, because Finn and Dom are feuding.
Oh no! Take Dom out. Ray Phoenix, by God.
If you can't join them, beat them.
Dom and Finn have to have.
Hey, they've had great matches in singles matches. But yeah, dude, I'm expecting so many multi-people matches at Mania this year. I mean, we already have, 6 matches announced, and they're mostly singles? So, we just don't know the nights specifically yet.
Well, I think I've figured the nights out. So, Roman is most definitely going to be Sunday. He's got that futuristic blue background.
Yeah, I noticed that. So they're still using the different style graphics for different matches.
So if
It's
that's the
interesting.
case, Rhea and Jade have that futuristic blue background. Brock and
But when it's
Ora.
Raw, when it's on Raw, they have like the Mad Max style. It's always different though. It's never consistent.
And and then because AJ and Becky have the Mad Max, Stephanie and Liv have the Mad Max, and Randy and Cody have the Mad Max. So that'll be your Saturday card. That's how I think they're doing it.
That makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I just think we're gonna get a lot of multi-man matches.
The Intercontinentals will be singles. Well, the women's Intercontinental and the women's United States will be. I think the men's Intercontinental and the men's United States will be multi-men, some fashion.
I still feel like there's going to be at least 1 or 2 titles that won't get defended at Mania, and we've already talked about this. We both agree every title needs to be on Mania, but like main title, not like fucking Speed and all that shit. But yeah,
If they could do Speed title on this damn thing, and Triple H could throw an advertisement or two in throughout the night, by God, it'd be on there.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Dom's been Triple H champion forever, so that's big advertisement right there.
He could defend that at WrestleMania.
Could.
Finn.
I mean, Finn's married to a. It's not like I think she. I don't know where she's from, but I think she was Latina. So. I don't know, man. Dom and Finn should be a singles match, but I definitely feel like it's gonna either be on like the Raw or SmackDown before, and then they'll be in like a multi-man at Mania or something.
Not give me Dom and Finn on the night before.
It definitely deserves, because like we got Naomi and Jade last year in a singles match that was just based all on story. So why not do Dom and Finn this year?
True. Damn. I think Finn needs his redemption story for WrestleMania because he's had 2 pretty shitty back-to-back ones, if I remember correctly.
I mean, he's just lost, but yeah.
One against Edge was pretty bad.
I will die on a hill that was fine. I do agree that Edge should have lost, but the way they did it was fine.
I mean, I think I was more pissed off that they stopped the match mid-match. I know he was cut bad.
They stapled his fucking head.
Like, I know that for the crowd, that was crazy as hell to see. But then
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
So like
night 2, I die on the hill that night 2 was probably the last greatest WrestleMania. I know it's just a night, but I consider that its own event. That was the last best top to bottom card on a night of Mania ever.
Yeah,
like in my opinion, like nothing. And the fact that it was my first Mania, obviously, yeah, that has a lot to do with it. But legit, like all those matches fucked. Even Braun and Omos fucked. Or not Braun, Brock. Sorry.
Yeah.
Too many B names. Braun, Brock. I got mixed up.
But yeah, I just feel like they shouldn't have stopped that match. But either way, like, he needs a good win at WrestleMania.
Why against Dom though? I guess Dom won last year, but still.
I mean, I ain't got nothing against Dom, but I feel like this could be the rise of Finn that could get a title again.
Does he need one though?
Yes, he needs redemption for 2016 at least one time.
I'm not trying to place a curse on the man, but what if he's like already cursed and he gets hurt legit after? I'm just saying it could happen to anyone. I'm just bringing it up now.
Danhausen could have coached him a long time ago. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm too big of a fanboy for Dom to want him to lose to Finn.
Dom's extremely over. So even
push your young talent. I mean, they're pushing Dom, but you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. They pushed Dom to the moon. I think they're almost a damn Pluto at this point with Dom.
Dude, I forgot. iShow Speed was on Raw last night.
He got cursed, man.
And he buried Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
He didn't know his name.
You a dragon? I'm a dog.
Yeah. That was so stupid. I mean, I say stupid shit too, but I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
I wonder if it's gonna lead to him at Mania again this year.
It is. Well,
he's gonna be in a lucha match.
Yeah, probably.
He'll face Kai Cenat. I mean, hey, Kai was at the Rumble. Was that 2025 when he streamed like from the second, third row the whole night?
Yeah,
That was pretty cool
he
to see.
took that spear.
Great spear. Oh, and then he got cursed too.
Yes, and then did you see after the fact, after he got cursed, he lost a race because him and Danhausen
Yeah,
had
he
a
lost to Danhausen, and then
yeah.
Danhausen got control of his socials, well, supposedly. Um, but yeah, overall solid Raw. What else? I feel like we do. Yeah,
I mean,
Dom Penta. That ended exactly how I expected. Finn came out. That was JD over some equipment, distracted Ray, but misses the frog splash, and Penta wins with the fucking small package.
yeah. I mean, we said that this was a good start to the week of wrestling because last week I think we both agreed that
It
it
was a
was
solid
mid.
match. It was just another shenanigan-filled match, but it's Judgment Day, so that's expected.
Oh yeah, Judgment Day's had shenanigans and interference since what 2022,
2021,
2020,
ooh,
yeah,
whenever it started, yeah.
yeah. Back when it was trying to be the Brood.
Yeah, and then Finn tagged him after the match too, like a bitch. Sorry, I like Dom. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah, we had backstage. Big Jim talked to CM Punk and Gorilla. So he's not telling him what to do, but he should be careful out there because his brother is on a warpath.
Yep.
So even he sounds like he's nervous about Jay.
Yeah, he does. This is a different side of Jay in a sense.
Yeah, we already talked to the main event segment. I'm trying to see if we missed anything else.
We missed CM Punk saying some off the wall shit.
Yeah, during the promo.
Yeah, I don't know. He told Corey Graves and Michael Cole that he was going to say some wild stuff. Going to be crazy, but I didn't expect it to go the way he put it.
And what were those crazy things?
Well, let me see if it's here in the notes because I want to say it word for word in a main event. Jay.
Well, the part I remember the most is it says, "Am I old?" And the guy's like, "No," and he's like, "Well, yes, I am."
No, hold on. You must not been there for that part.
And he drops a bunch of sport references. Um, he says he doesn't come out here and ask to be acknowledged. He comes out and says how great he feels and asks if it's great to be alive on a Monday night in Boston or what. He says if Roman looks at him, he only sees an old man. He's underestimating him because his old man dropped him with one punch last week.
Yeah, and then after that, next line it says at WrestleMania when it's 20 minutes deep and all that oil
Oh
and
yeah,
jizz he covers himself dries up. I'm gonna hit him with the GTS and he's gonna go to sleep.
I forgot about that line. I did hear it, but I totally spaced it out. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
was like, he said that, and I was just like, what in the fuck? Like,
I have no fucking idea. I don't know why he went with Jizz, but he went there. I say some weird shit too, but
yeah, but that one caught me off guard. Yeah, that might have been the wildest thing we've heard on live television in a while. Heard some crazy shit in my 25 years of watching wrestling.
yeah, that was one of them. But yeah, solid Raw last night. I mean, wrestling front it was not bad.
No, it was not bad. And it wasn't bad tonight either.
NXT was a good show. I enjoyed it more than Raw for sure.
Yeah.
I will say Shiloh Hill is winning me over big time.
Although Hill
Dude,
is
he eliminated
crazy.
3 people in the gauntlet.
Yes. And then he used a photo and then some AI shit to track down Blake Monroe.
Well, yeah, so no, I mean, so the geolocation tracking thing is like so every phone that like you could just like go to the details of any phone on your it's like your iPhone or Android, and it'll always have your location. You could turn that shit off. Best way if you don't want that shit when you're gonna post it online so people can't find it is once you take a photo and you want to post it, screenshot that photo and then it won't have that metadata of where it was taken. Like if you're posting it. But you still would want to go in and delete the metadata from that screenshot it too. But anyways, yeah, all photos have that shit.
I don't even know what the hell all that is. So
Yeah, it's like hold on, let me
like I know it has your
like
location, but
yeah. Let me see here. Let me find a photo like from Springs or something. Okay, here's my tattoo one. Actually, no, let me not do that one. Okay, let's do AEW. So right, like I took some photos of like Chris Statlander, right? So here's a photo of Chris at the AEW show I went to.
Yep.
Now, if I were to go to where is it? Duplicate highlights I show. I know it's on here somewhere. Yeah, so adjust adjust location. So like you have adjust date and time and adjust location. So it tells me the exact location I was in the metadata. So I could delete that completely or change it to a completely different place.
That's on
So it doesn't
Instagram
know.
or just in your
No,
phone?
that's just built into the iPhone. You just go to your little dots on the
Oh
iPhone
shit.
and you can just go to adjust time and date or adjust location. But there's other ways to like I forget exactly. Oh, you hit the eye at the bottom. So the eye will give you all your metadata on your photo. So it says like I took it from an iPhone 17 Pro. It's a JPEG. It tells you everything. 100 millimeter f was 2.8, 7 megapixels. It's in 1920 by 3520. How big it is. The ISO tells you everything. The location of it tells you everything.
So if you have a screenshot, don't do that.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a screenshot, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it gives you the exact address.
I have no idea what my dog's barking at.
Interesting. Well, that's good enough.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, that's what he was talking about. But so anyways, you could find metadata and just put it into stuff because a lot of time it's coordinates too, and you'll have to
Know how to do coordinates and
find it,
longitude,
yeah.
latitude, all that
But
stuff.
that's why he said, and it was funny too because he's like, yeah, I made a video about it. Not watch my videos. Yeah, but Shiloh's great, dude. The fact that he eliminated everyone but Johnny, which was fucking hilarious, by the way. So the last guy was Johnny. Candace came out, was like, tried everything but brought him back here. And he came out, he seemed kind of excited, but as soon as he gets in the ring, Jackson Drake just hits him with a kick and he sells it, and then he just planks immediately on the apron.
So sad and dopey and just.
And then he got hit again on the outside. I think it might have been during the break. And I was, of course, using the VPN. So he got hit outside and he was like on the barricade or something. And he was planked on there.
And Charlie hit him with like a boot and he just.
Yeah, and then he was on the apron again, and then he got hit off, and then so then because Shiloh eliminated everyone, he was the last one, and then of course he got attacked by the Birthright, who I didn't watch NXT last week, so I don't know if this happened last week, but they have a theme now and a Titantron.
Yep.
That was my first time seeing that, and then they jumped Shiloh, which I'm assuming is going to set up Birthright versus Shiloh and whoever for stand probably stand and deliver. I mean, they announced a few things for stand and deliver, so.
Because last week, because you didn't watch it, Birthright won their tag team qualifier. So
I didn't know. Well, they talked about it tonight since the
that is right. Yeah.
Americanos who filled in for. Well, apparently, so Elia LaFleur got hurt at a house show this weekend, and then the same with Brian Pillman, which they did talk about on commentary, or Lexus King. They said that he wasn't cleared. Apparently, he was in. It was the same match too that they were in. So they were doing the match between LaFleur and Eli at the house show versus Birthright, and Brian Pillman apparently got concussed, and LaFleur might have broken his arm.
Well, broken arm, he got attacked at the start of the show. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't show the attack. He was just down,
Just laying down the ground holding. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, fuck Birthright. I wanted Charlotte to win.
I did want Charlotte to win as well, but I don't know. I was hoping it was someone else showing up. I was excited for Johnny.
I thought the same. Like, I was happy it's Johnny, and I was hoping he'd come to Rebel. I'm assuming it's just to build him back to face. I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see. Because I also think that he could be turning. They'll be turning up CMG Hill. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm curious where this is going to with Johnny.
Yeah. I don't know. There's been several talks about them signing Evil. I thought this would be a good way to introduce.
A few people in my chat thought it'd be Takahashi.
Yeah, I see. So supposedly signed. That was a very odd signing, Takahashi. I thought he was done. Or was he just done in New Japan?
Yeah, like him, he left. Like he followed suit after Naito, and everyone started leaving.
Oh, okay.
Because Naito was like the head of Los Ingobernables de Japan, and then he left, and he's been doing like stuff in like I forgot exactly where. It might have been Noah. But Takahashi just recently left as well. I don't think he signed anywhere.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they'll debut somewhere else. Maybe after Stand and Deliver. But I'm happy Johnny is finally on the up and up now. So, like this
Well,
sad.
I mean, all he did was get pushed over by Candice on top of Shiloh after he got attacked, and that's how he won.
A win's a win, my God. But he seemed more excited about the title when he seen.
Once he won, then he was hyped for it. Dude, I've been saying this before, but Ren QCC, well, in general, Ren, dude, raps. I love, and then her and Kendall, dude, they looked so good against Laney and Fallon tonight.
Strap a tag title on them quickly.
That last like minute and a half of that match was insane. That fucking spinning elbow or whatever the fuck Kendall landed was fucking brutal looking.
Yes, and then the transition from the armbar attempts that she tried doing on Laney.
Yeah, they were like scrambling down on the ground, and then she got the flying armbar back down, and that's when Ren came in and hit the, I forget what they call it. I still call it cattle mutilation.
The final wrench.
What I know it as. There you go. So I still like cattle mutilation. That's a great name.
I understand.
Bryan Danielson. Woo. That's his move. So yeah, so that was sick. Like the way they ended it with the double submission, like how she had her in that, and then she had her in the armbar. That was sick. So shit, I even said right after that match, I was like, fucking put them in contention for those women's tag titles, man. Fucking A, yeah. That was fucking fire.
I agree with you.
Hi, babe.
Do we give Lola the title shot and let Ren and Kendall do something else then, if that's what we want to see?
Please take me to Vice City, please.
Been a long time coming. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, she already faced JC in the past, so I definitely think that they could have the thing where she's lost her before and finally pulls it off, has Stand and Deliver.
She faced her in her home city at a pay-per-view with her whole family there and fucking long.
I could also see them pushing it to Kendall though, because Kendall's already been like kind of crowned the next big thing for them. They already had her win the Evolve title instantly. You know, she looked good in like the whatchamacallit match last year at the end of the year. I forget what it's called off the top of my head.
Oh, the one where you gotta get pinfalls.
Yeah, that one.
I don't remember the name. Box when you get pinned.
Can't think of the name of it right now, and I don't want to Google it.
Holy shit! I know
Deadline. It's at Deadline, but what's the name of the match?
God.
Iron Survivor.
Yes, there it is.
Brain works. Woo. So she looked good in that, the Iron Survivor, as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if she were to win over Lola.
As much as Lola deserves it. But
yeah, I do think it's time for Lola. Because I think I don't know though. If we talked about this before, I don't know if JC goes up, what happens to Fallon and Laney?
They go up with it. Just move the whole damn faction.
But Laney's literally so new.
I get that, but I mean, either she'll
newer than Jasmine, and I was like, you can't move Jasmine up. She's not ready, and Laney's not even close to ready.
I mean, Laney looks good when she's in the ring and competing.
Yeah, but she's not ready.
I mean, what could happen? So last week
she'll be the JC Mateo of the group, but not as powerful.
Jesus. I mean,
she's the new Janetti.
God. I hope not. But I can see them turning on her. I can see them all three turning on each other after Stand and Deliver. They repeat that cycle, and then JC goes up.
And then Fallon's the leader, and then get in fucking Return of Jasmine next. I'm just kidding.
I don't know how they do it.
Fallon's ready to go up too, in my opinion.
Yeah, they continue to do these like repeat faction things, and you get stuck in the same vicious cycle of, damn, we gotta have someone turn.
Always so much you could do.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. So I think it's gonna definitely be. It should be Lola, but I think it'll be Kendall who wins and faces JC, and then probably beats her to help her Ren and whoever else to fight off the other two.
With me.
What else did we get tonight? Oh, the fucking Sol Ruka and Zarya segment was really good too.
It was very emotional.
Yeah, Sol, when she started, she was like crying immediately when she started talking about her relationship with Sol or with Zarya. And then it was rather interesting to me because it was one of those situations, because when Zarya came out, you know, she like That's not so I'm the villain or, that was Soul saying that she was a villain of it. But I understood both of them to an extent, like, Soul did get a lot of opportunities, but it was because she did earn it.
Oh,
But it was, like, when she did get those opportunities, she wasn't really thinking about Zarya in the sense of, like, she could be, like, almost rubbing it in her face, just always trying to strategize about it. Like, I totally understood where Zarya came from because there was times where I was like, "Damn, so you're being kind of a like, you just I get you're getting this title opportunity, but you're being kind of a bitch. Just focus on anything, but not anything else." I get both sides of it though. I totally do. That's what that promo tonight really brought up to me. I was like, because then Soul's like, "Oh, you're gaslighting me. I'm the villain." She's like, "You're not the villain. You're the what did she say? The mistake."
mistake. Yep.
Yeah. So she called her the mistake that she should have never partnered up with her.
Well,
Um,
what I liked was the crowd was turning on Soul in the promo. She was getting booed at the end.
yeah. Yeah. That's and I don't think she'll get booed in NYC though, or at
Said
St.
11.
Louis.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, they're technically both at fault. You know how they done everything. Soul kind of rubbed it in her face. Zarya then instead of talking to her, just like kind of turned on her. I can understand where they're both coming from, like you said, but I was really surprised how this is built very well, even though it's taken so long. This promo kind of like it didn't
It's
delay it.
honestly this has like with how long it went, yeah, it drug on for sure at times, but it definitely now at this point is feeling like a stand and deliver feud,
Yeah,
like the
this
biggest show of the year type feud,
yeah for NXT, and
like a main event.
he could he easily could, but
I don't know if you'd want to step on it, but
nah, not this one. The loser goes to the main roster.
someone said that in my chat today, like loser leaves NXT.
Yeah, and then have Zarya win, which would be
Yeah, and then
crazy. And
Soul's
then
a free
so
agent, so she signs to Raw or SmackDown.
yeah, that could be her way out.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But it was a really great promo, really good segment. I really enjoyed it a lot. Didn't end with any brawling or nothing, no
No,
pull apart. Just ended with Zarya calling her the mistake and that she thinks that she can stand on her own and prove it at Stand and Deliver. I was like, all right. I kind of like that she is just ending like that.
yeah, it was.
Doesn't want to beat her down now. She wants to face her at Stand and Deliver.
And I like it was emotional. Like you could really tell that there was a real connection between the two, inside the ring, outside the cameras, and they're not gonna hold back at each other. So
Yeah.
I'm this out of all the feuds we have walking into what would be the WrestleMania weekend. That's how they normally done it. This is one I feel like is going to be a standout.
I hope it is. They're building it up to be for sure, at least if it's coming off that way for me. Of course, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page have been not on the same page. I've been loving to use that pun. It's like the 3 week in a row that you could tell that they're obviously not on the same page, just getting more and more. But yeah, there's a little backstage interaction with them. But obviously, in the main event, got set up because it ended in a DQ because he got involved in the match and attacked Tony. They started jumping him. Joe, of course, when it came in to even the odds. But then, of course, Joe, I guess something happened last week with him and Tony that I didn't see
Yep,
because he
he
said, I
got
remember
speared. Yep.
last week. Yeah. Okay. So Joe did the standing ovation to him, and that's what set up Robert Stone announcing the Fatal 4-Way for Stand and Deliver.
Tony D will be NXT champion finally.
You think so?
Yes. I do.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Um, I think Ethan and Ricky will be too concerned about preventing the other becoming champion again that it'll cost them the title.
And I don't know why it cracked me up, and I was even making fun of it. Ethan Page doing the whole Ricky Saints entrance was fucking hilarious, and the camera even
Yeah, he was
panned
like,
to him. He's
it was almost like he was doing the Finn Balor, like,
yeah,
like the. It's kind of like that, it reminded me, but yeah, he was just doing the he's just going like that. It was great. Um, it was a solid match. I actually enjoyed it until the ending, which I was like, "Ugh, DQ."
interference. Yeah,
Yeah, but, I mean, it's leading to the big match at Stand and Deliver, so
yeah. Tony, man, this version of Tony I feel is more dangerous. Like Tony with the family was dangerous, but this Tony just seemed like more violent, my opinion.
oh, 100%. I mean, he's dropped the whole I mean, even though in the last gimmick, they technically killed people, but, yeah, it's, definitely him being more serious for sure.
Yeah, it's
about,
more.
like, the in-ring side of it.
Uh,
Blake Monroe, so she got found in a hotel. She was taking a bath, and that's where Tatum and it was interesting because Tatum wanted her belt back, but when she found her, she had, like, the little chain lock, so couldn't open the door all the way. She grabbed her by her hair. She easily could have reached over and grabbed the title, but she never did. She just and eventually shut the door, like, saying, "I'll see you at Stand or is it Stand Deliver or next Tuesday?" One of the
Next
2.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah,
Take
next
my
Tuesday at
title, yeah.
MSG. So, yeah, so I was like, "Why didn't she just grab the title?" I'm pretty sure she could've just pulled her hair down and just went but she found her, so
Yes, they'll
and
have
then
a
everyone's
match.
favorite part, Sexy Red had a little promo.
Sexy
Hey, I said
Red.
this on my stream, she's my guilty pleasure, okay?
They said Sexy Red on there, my like people in my chat. Oh yeah, Sexy Red losing their mind. I was like, okay,
Hey, I mean, she got Lola Vice to twerk, so I'm good on NXT last time she appeared, so
that's true. Yeah, she did.
she could come back anytime.
Did
No, but I get it. Her music's not everyone's taste and everything and stuff like that.
did she redo the Shawn Michaels theme song?
There was, like, a video of them, like, in a limo doing something, I don't remember
Yeah,
what it was, and then recently her song that off her new album was, like, I Wanna Be With a Baddie or whatever the fuck it is. She, dropped that, and I've been seeing a lot of edits to Shawn Michaels from back in the '90s and how he used to do his entrance and struts and stuff,
yeah,
and so I've been seeing that became a trend on, like I've seen it more on Instagram than I did TikTok,
yeah,
where people would do, like, the same Shawn, like, stuff, and they'd be like, "When my wife says, I did something," or, they just
yeah.
come it's funny. I wanna make one, I just have to think.
Yeah, I mean, nothing bad against Sexy Red. I didn't. I guess I never
I
listened to her
get it,
music
I'm not a
though.
fan of celebrities and part of
Yeah,
it, but it's been a thing since before we've been alive, so.
yeah. That's, and I think she's like
That's
the
what WrestleMania was
host,
built off of, so this is WrestleMania weekend for NXT, so.
and it's not the same weekend, which is odd this year. But it's
I
on
mean, I'm
Easter.
fine with it because now it's not at fucking early as fucking well, I mean, it's usually, like, for me, like, noonish, but still, when I went to 39 and that was in LA, so that's West Coast, so, like, I think doors opened at, like, 8:45 AM. Show started at, like, 10 AM LA time, and the pre-show, obviously, so that was, like, 9:30 AM. So that shit was early on the West Coast.
That was really early. How about that?
So, yeah, I mean, and here in Colorado, I'm only an hour ahead of the West Coast, so it's 11 or whatever, noon, whatever the fuck it is. But then that's just doesn't feel as big as it being on its own night.
Yeah, I'm glad they're trying
So
it different.
I'm fine with this. I want them I don't think they should move the Hall of Fame. Maybe they should do it the weekend before, but it doesn't need to be after SmackDown so late. Like, even before, it was kinda bearable. Like, when I went to WrestleMania 39, we actually left the Hall of Fame early. It's so because we were already exhausted. We did so much already just on the Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
And we were out late at Wally Mania, so that also attributed. But we left the Hall of Fame early. It was just exhausting. It was, and that was when it was immediately like an hour after SmackDown, or like they do the pre-show, getting everything all set up live, and then go live. It was just late.
What they should do is do it like the Pro Bowl, week before.
Well, the Pro Bowl, I thought the Pro Bowl, did they move it? I thought they moved it to the like week of now. It's like a Wednesday or
Maybe
Thursday,
it
and then
is.
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'd be fine if them moving it to a fucking Thursday. They don't have shit on Thursdays.
TNA, but I mean, yeah, yeah.
Fucking, I don't watch TNA on the reg, so I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't either.
So
I
put it
would,
on Thursdays. I'll watch it on Thursday. I would rather it be on Thursday, or even, I mean, I wouldn't want to say Wednesday because I'd rather watch Dynamite, but I don't know. And then we got Psycho Sid got announced for the Hall of Fame. Kind of a little off topic here since we're talking Hall of
oh,
Fame, though. A little late. I mean, he died a few years ago. I don't know if he was campaigning to go in like Vader did, and obviously Vader eventually got in, but it was after he died. But he was campaigning. He's like, "I'm sick. I need to go in before I die," and then Vader died. So I don't know if Sid was doing the same because he wasn't that old. He was like in his 60s
yeah.
when he died. So I don't know what happened with Sid, but it's weird. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I hate that he's getting what they call the Legacy Hall of Fame. So they introduced that. I think it was before COVID, but they were like putting people who were in like eras of past who had since passed and like didn't really have anyone like around anymore that could like accept the award in like an official capacity. So I remember it being like a lot of people from like the 50s and stuff like that that had passed 60s. And now we got people in the 90s. And obviously we've seen Luna Vachon was a part of it like a few years back. It's the same thing where they just kind of, and so I think it's just gonna be that video package thing where they like just go through like the 4 or 5 people that are in the legacy wing, you know, that haven't gone in.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because I mean, obviously his son could accept it. His son had tweeted about it. So maybe I'm wrong on this, but I feel like that's what it's gonna be.
But unfortunately, a package.
I hope I'm wrong.
I do too.
But when they said legacy, I was like, oh, really? At least give his son 2 minutes. Come on.
They might.
I'm sure he doesn't have a whole lot to say, but thank you for this. And my dad loved this and gave his life to this. We appreciate it, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep. That would
And
be
share maybe
nice.
one funny story. Like my dad one time came home and, you know, and that's it. Give us at least that. I know you're thinking, well, if you're going to keep it that short, then just don't do it at all. But I would prefer that personally. But
I
that's just
mean,
because I grew up in that era.
at midnight on the East Coast, they're gonna need to keep it long. A lot of people are gonna be falling asleep.
Yeah, so I think they're probably just gonna announce like the match or moment, whatever the fuck it's gonna be. 'Cause they did that last year too. Which, what do you think that could be? I mean, there's so many. We only had Austin and Brett get put in. It could be fucking Taker Sean. It could be Andre Hogan. It could be Savage Steamboat. You have so many. You have all the whole catalog to choose from at this point that hasn't been touched yet. So.
I honestly have no idea. Like match.
I say it's probably gonna be Andre Hogan. Now that Hogan passed.
You could probably do Andre Hogan. You'd have Eddie won the title at WrestleMania, but I mean,
oh, Eddie versus Kurt.
Yeah,
I think it was Kurt. No, he won it at No Way Out.
Yeah, yeah,
Brock,
yeah, it was against Brock. So that was,
and then he faced Kurt at Mania.
Yeah, so I mean, there's so many options. You could have the TLC match, Mania.
Yeah.
The Dudleys, Christian.
I mean, that
and
one will probably hold
Hardys.
off on that with Christian and Cope and AEW, but
Yeah, I probably will now that you said that. But
I mean, I feel like it should be, again, I'm not even a big fan of Hogan, but I feel like it has to be Hogan Andre.
Yeah, you could probably even do one of the Mega Powers.
I mean, their match wasn't as impactful. I feel like if any match was impactful, it was Hogan Andre.
It was.
WrestleMania 3. Or Savage Steamboat. That was the other one from that card that was like insane. Like when it came to actual graps, that match fucking was insane.
I agree with you. So there's several options. So, like we got only one.
Or you could go WrestleMania 25, Sean Taker. You could go. You have current matches that are up there that you could go with.
You have Rick and
one of the Cena Styles matches. Yeah, Rick Sean from 24. Yeah.
They're all on the table at this
point. Yeah, 100% are. Whoops. Back to NXT. I think there was we already talked about that. I think that might have been it actually.
It was.
McConnell's one, kind of an uneventful match. They're going to be facing the Birthright next Tuesday for the number one contendership match to face at Stand and Deliver against the Humanity Project. Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a really solid episode, I felt like.
It built a lot for MSG and several matches for Stand and Deliver.
Oh, yeah. So. Josh Briggs, he was a lot of times, there's 2 times they kept trying to talk to Stone and things kept coming up, like where LaFleur and Knight got attacked. So Stone got pulled away. And then Briggs tried to talk to him again. And that's when another ref came up to talk to him. And then Briggs finally came up when he was talking to for a special guest ref match for next week. I forgot who it was.
The special guest ref was Briggs.
No, but like the match.
It's
who he's reffing.
Jasper and
and Keanu
Carvers.
That's right. Because he can keep. So yeah, that also happened. There was a lot of like little backstage segments that happen a lot. Because every time that happens, I always do the grassy. I forgot I could do it for you here. I always do this because there's like so much drama. They'll do like one whole backstage segment that's just like with 8 different people. Like I don't know if you've ever seen Degrassi, The Next Gen. It was a show that was like aired back in the 2000s. It was like a kid soap opera, teen soap opera. It was really good. I loved that show. So it was just super soap opera-y. So anytime like they do those segments backstage, I just play this song because a lot of my community like know the show. And so I just play the theme because I'm like, oh, it's time for NXT Degrassi chat, and then I just start playing that because it's just all soap opera-y, and that's what I compare it to right away. But yeah, they had a lot of that tonight where we'd go backstage and it'd be like, Briggs and then cut into this part happening. I love when they do that in NXT. That's one of my favorite things. They could get a lot of shit in just one backstage segment that way.
They do, and it doesn't feel like it's filler at that point. Like I feel like everything we see from
Sometimes it
them.
can, but yeah, sometimes it's just going to set up, even if it's like a 30-second interaction, it sets up something.
Oh, we also forgot that during the gauntlet match, OTM gave a
Yeah,
nasty
that's right.
stomp to Dion Lennox.
Attacking Dion Lennox.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's gonna be, and then so we had OTM talk about it, and they're having a 6-man with Dark State next week with Mike Santana.
Yep.
So Mike Santana will be in his home state, and he had a little promo of him cutting. Excited to be there, so I'm excited for that. I should be fire next Tuesday.
And yeah, next year is gonna be good, especially the week prior to Stand and Deliver. There's gonna be a lot of build up.
Oh, the week of, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's next Saturday,
oh yeah, that's right. So
April 4th. So tomorrow, next Tuesday is the final. It's the go home.
the go home show, yeah. That's
So they go
good.
from MSG to St. Louis on the Saturday.
That's crazy because then we got
Then we'll still so this Saturday will be 2 weeks from Mania.
yeah. So next Saturday, Stand and Deliver. The following Saturday, I don't know if you're gonna be doing anything for it, but it's the TNA pay per view on the
The
11th.
week after the Stand and Deliver?
Yep, the 11th. Then
Probably
Dynasty
not.
the
I haven't
12th,
been watching.
and then that
Oh, we
follow.
have Dynasty before Mania? Oh my
Yes.
god. Yeah, no, next weekend, I'm just doing Stand and Deliver, and then the weekend after, I'm probably just gonna chill, because then if we have Dynasty the week before, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna chill that weekend before.
Sunday the 12th is Dynasty. The following Saturday is night 1 and then night 2.
Wait, so Dynasty or Stand and Deliver is Easter weekend? When's Easter?
Easter is the 4th. Oh no, Easter's the 5th, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the day before Easter, yeah. So for you, that means you don't even really watch NXT, but yeah, Stand and Deliver for you, babe, will be on Easter for you because of time zones.
So, yeah. Early
But
morning for her, right? Evening?
so did they make Blake and Tatum official for Stand and Deliver?
Not
Is
yet.
that when
No. They probably will
Okay.
next. I said
Because she
Saturday.
said she'd see her next Tuesday. So
Yeah.
yeah, really good NXT. I enjoyed it.
It was good. A lot, like I said, a lot build up to where we're going. Next Tuesday will be the final steps to get us there, and then that's like NXT's Super Bowl, Stand and Deliver. So I'm looking forward to it.
So we were talking earlier before we went live and started filming the podcast that Tony Storm, that we're talking about her being out. So she was supposed to face Mina last Wednesday, or Marina last Wednesday, and it came out that she was either injured or something. But then now Dave Meltzer is saying that she's not injured and that she's still going to be out for extended. So obviously that means speculation is running rampant. And obviously, if that's the case, I mean, Meltzer's hit or miss a lot of the time, a lot of miss. But if that's the case, of course, everyone's mind jumps to pregnancy. If that were to be true.
If it's true.
But then you fell for a parody account on Twitter saying that she's going to Broadway.
Of course, you had to call me out on it. Yeah.
And linking a fake PW insider.
Get new to this, okay?
He was like, yeah, WrestleOps tweeted it. So I go to Twitter and look at WrestleOps. He's like, yeah, they say via PW Insider. I was like, wait. I go, does that have 2 O's? I go, that's Wrestle Oops. And it should say parody account on it. And he's like, yeah, it has 2 O's. I was like, and then I clicked on it. He goes, but it does say PW Insiders. And I clicked, I clicked on the PW Insiders. I was like, this is PW Insiders. It's a fake account. He's like, oh, there you go.
The more you know, yeah. I'm still learning the ropes about who to.
Because when he told me that, I
read
was like, going to
reports.
Broadway. I was like, who is she, The Rock? Leaving to go to acting? The fuck? And then when I was like, I don't buy that. That's fucking wild. That was a good one.
On other
Made
news,
him get me with it.
on the other side of news, something we ain't talked about in a little bit, and a lot of crazy stuff's happened. Your Broncos were active in the offseason to begin with.
I mean, we just resigned all of our fucking almost everyone that went free agency except for like John Franklin Myers, but I think someone else had left as well. One of our safeties. but we didn't really. I mean, we just but all we did was we made a massive trade. So we were pretty quiet otherwise. We traded for Jalen Waddle. I think we gave up a first, a third, and a fourth, but I think we exchanged fourths um, for next year's draft. So it was all 2027, which is good. So it's not going to span out over a few years. At least I feel that was nice. But yeah, so we gave up a lot. Hopefully it pans out. We needed a deep threat.
He's most definitely a deep threat because y'all can throw the ball.
Oh yeah, Bo has an arm. I mean, our may not seem like it a lot of time when we just check down all the time, but yeah.
Check down all the time because everyone was injured. Like Sutton, he could catch the ball if it's thrown to
Well, we
him.
didn't really have injuries in the receiver besides Pat Bryant, really.
And Franklin, he started to show out there.
No, yeah, he did get Franklin was out, yeah, but he's more of, I don't know, like a slot guy.
But Waddle
And
will
then
be a
you just
big
put
help.
Mims in that too. It's gonna be interesting because we have depth, a lot of young guys: Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin. And then you add, you had Sutton, and then you add Waddle. It's like someone's definitely gonna have to ball out, otherwise they're gonna be. I mean, I feel like all those guys will make the team, but like they won't be getting as much reps,
There'll be a lot of either rotation throughout the wide
which is
receiver
good.
core.
We definitely needed the depth for sure. Like all those names I named were, and then because then we ended up bringing back gosh, I forgot his name, but he came back from New York. We got him from the practice squad. Anyways, he came in and he had some pretty good plays for us.
I
But yeah,
I wouldn't
so we definitely
mind
needed that depth.
y'all putting Waddle at the slot and him use his speed against
I
throwing on the corner side.
mean, you could wildcat. I'm not wildcat, but you could put him there, I guess, here and there. But I think he should. He's gonna be the starter, and then we'll have Sutton on the other time, and then you could put in Franklin or even Mims in that slot here and there, or even Pat Bryant. Like,
Tons of options now for Bo.
yeah. So I mean, I hope it's good. I mean, we definitely need to find someone to replace Franklin Myers. He was a big loss on defensive lineman. And you guys need to not win the Super Bowl again next year. Thanks.
Well, don't worry, we're not because we gave the fucking MVP of the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs. So
I don't know why you guys didn't resign him. I know he
I,
wasn't like an amazing standout guy, but he was solid.
if it wasn't for him, when Charbonnet got hurt, we would not have won the Super Bowl. It was the dumbest decision we could have made. Was not resigning him.
I feel like he's not gonna ball out in Kansas.
He's not because they got such a committee at running back, but I feel like
He'll be the starter for sure.
we could have easily, had I wouldn't say a franchise running back, but damn near it. But Charbonnet's a starter there, but I also think we got the Packers backup running back. So I don't know.
Just lose, thanks.
I don't know. I know we
Still better over 47.
I was
or
really
48,
hoping it was
whatever.
going to be Broncos and Seahawks again. It really was. It was close.
Bro, that was the most crushing feeling. I'll still never forget that, especially because my mom was in the hospital at the time. But like going from so much excitement, and then I get to the hospital all excited that we were going to the championship game, and the first thing I see when I get to the hospital, and I found out through a family group chat, my brother-in-law put in the chat, Bo Nix has a broken ankle. And I immediately went to Twitter and I started searching and nothing came up. And I replied, I don't see that anywhere. And he's like, they're talking about it on Altitude right now, which is like a local sports channel. And then I looked it up again, and that's when I saw all the tweets about it. That he just said it at the press conference. I was like, what? Dude, it was such a like deflate of a balloon. Like I went from so much joy to like, well, we lose next week with Stidham.
I still feel like Stidham did good. I know we ain't really got to talk about it, but like until the blizzard hit out of fucking nowhere, he done good.
And we would have still lost, Blizzard or not. Honestly, I thought that was gonna go in our favor. I know New England, they play in snow as well, but I'm just glad you guys beat New England.
Yeah.
You guys got your redemption.
We did. And we did it by running the ball. Would you imagine that?
That's funny too. I didn't really think of that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully that trade works out for us. Hopefully. I'm worried about defensive line. I know we have Benito and Cooper still on, but I'm like, damn, Franklin Myers is a huge loss.
He is, but there should be some good defensive players in the draft.
Maybe. We don't have a first round. Well, wait, was that this year? Yeah, we don't have a first rounder now this year.
I mean, you can always find people late. That's the thing. Like people always think the best players are in the first round or second round. There are some people in the late rounds that are standouts that they're holding off
Maybe.
on not picking. I mean, look at Brock Purdy. He was the last pick.
Yeah. We have Mr. Irrelevant this year, actually.
Do you?
Yeah. That's a compensatory pick, and we got it.
Oh
Or how
yeah.
we say that?
Okay, I didn't know that.
So we'll get the next Purdy, and he'll be a defensive lineman.
That's right, my God.
Or something we need. I don't know. I'm curious who's gonna fill that spot of his because he was fucking fire.
Yeah, no, no.
But yeah, tell the people where to watch you outside the podcast.
Outside the podcast, you can find me on my YouTube channel, The Kraken Wrestling, on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter X, all at The Kraken Wrestling.
I don't know if you said YouTube, but YouTube as well. I feel like you didn't.
Yeah, I think. Did I say at the start?
If
I
you
might.
didn't,
If
you
not,
might have, and I just
yeah.
missed it.
YouTube.
But yeah, you guys can watch me, Josh Vibes, up at YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, Instagram. I also post some things to Facebook and all that stuff. I have a Discord, all that fun stuff. And we'll be back Friday night because I will be live for Friday. I don't have any plans besides watching SmackDown. And nothing this weekend. So, no, at least big pay-per-views.
There's not the big pay-per-view, but I don't know if you're going to do the one in the Creative Sports Network, the UK British Bash.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, so from what I understand, Simon Miller is defending the title there, from what I've heard.
Nice. I don't know. I probably, if anything, I might do some gaming this weekend. I was gonna probably play some 2K26 tomorrow too, after Rick, my cousin and stuff leaves. 'Cause I haven't played that, I think, since last Wednesday. And I was actually having fun doing some IGM. So it's really chaotic now. And me and one of my friends started an online one, and we both have it on Steam, but we were trying to just do normal matches. Like we did and we were like doing gimmick ones, like we tried to do Inferno, and then AI detected a problem, and then there was like we tried all kinds of different ones, even a normal one, and we kept getting kicked.
Yeah.
And then so it was like, let's try the GM. And then right as we got through the draft, no problem. Right as we were setting up our first shows, because you can set them at the same time, on my end, it froze. Like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't back out. Even though like the music kept cycling through
Yeah.
and like the graphics were moving, I got stuck when I was trying to confirm my shit. It wouldn't do anything. I was like, fuck. But GM is fun when you play it solos. I'm just hoping that, and there's been a few updates since then, so hopefully it's better now. But yeah, so I plan on doing that tomorrow, and I don't know, I might do some more gaming this weekend. I've been playing that Retro Rewind game. It's that video game or the video store simulator. There's a few of them. I didn't know that was the second one. I had seen that one, but I guess there's a multiplayer one that I was talking to the homie Cuppy and then my homie Dallin about. So I might want to end up getting that one too.
Get that one. Let me know.
I know. I think it's like only
together.
It's like only like $15 or something. Someone told me right now. Here, I'll check real quick on Steam. It's on sale. Because I had bought the Retro Rewind for me and my friend because we were like both talking about watching Queso while doing it, and we both wanted it. I was like, fuck. I mean, and he's like a really good friend of mine. He was like showing me all the simulator games he already had, and so I was like, fuck it. I bought him it and stuff. He's like, well, once I get paid, dude, I'm gonna get you that other one. But let me see. So store, I don't even know what it's called, actually. That other one. Video rental. I don't know.
Retro Rewind?
So the one I do, is Retro Rewind. Oh, Rewind 99 is the other one. It's actually only $10 right now. So Retro Rewind is basically the same thing. He's like, you set up a store, but this one's online. So like you can play with friends and like you could fight off robbers and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same thing, but it's fun as fuck. If you've played simulator games, the Retro Rewind, I have a lot of fun playing that one.
Yeah, I checked it out. So yeah, if you want to get that Retro 99, we can fight off some robbers and run a video store, by God.
I know, I have a few friends that want to do that now. It's like, this one looks pretty cool too. I guess Queso played this one first, and I didn't see that, but I saw him playing Retro Rewind. I was like, that's badass. But yeah, I'm probably gonna eventually get this. It's only $10, so
not bad at all.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you guys want to watch us play some game, we might be doing that soon then too. But thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.